We took a hit. We actually hired less recruiters to hire more marketers. Our strategies are more in line with the business. It has moved us forward quicker. So for me, the movement is learning from each other, and the good things and the bad things, the mistakes we've made, I've made. I want to share that all with you so you can take it back to your teams, your startups, your large companies, your clients, and as Wendy said, pay it forward. I really want to talk to you about marketing. And the reason I want to talk to you about marketing is it's so critical to up-level your talent in marketing to attract candidates. So for me to tell you this story, I need to take you back 4 years ago. 4 years ago at Intuit, we were super excited. We hired our first marketer, woohoo! And this person came from a recruiting background. So we thought that was a win-win situation. Used to be recruiter, speaks our language, gets it, and now they're a marketer. And we had a social media strategy. We had a Facebook page, we had LinkedIn, we had Twitter, we had multiple Twitter handlers. We had followers, we had likes, you know, we were getting more applicants, we could see the clicks, you know that feeling, you could see the action happening. This has to be right, correct? And then we signed a huge contract with a multimedia company. Okay, so now we were spending more on marketing, so we've got to be doing this right. Our applicants are going up, fantastic. And we were looking at the data, but we weren't hiring any faster. We weren't any more, the candidates weren't exponentially more quality, right? So we really had to pause. And we knew marketing was really, really important, but we had to pause and think about how do we want to build our marketing strategy? We took a hit. We actually hired less recruiters to hire more marketers. And that was hard. Frankly, it was a little painful. We had to go without a little bit, but we knew how important that investment was. And we knew it was an investment, not an expense. It's a key differentiator. Marketing is your investment, it's not an expense. So where did we go? We looked in the business. We pulled people from mint.com, we pulled people from TurboTax, probably some pretty good marketing campaigns going on there, and we pulled people externally. Fast forward to today, we have a director of marketing in our talent acquisition team, SEO specialists, direct marketing campaigns, and analysts and operations. So we blew it up. And I know not everybody can blow it up, but I wanted to share that because it has moved us forward quicker. Our strategies are more in line with the business. We stopped peanut butter spreading our marketing dollars. We got really narrow and double down on the critical hires. So we hire a lot of engineers. An example of that, we stopped spending money on any of our HR recs or finance, and we put those dollars back into engineering. It's not a popular decision sometimes, but they had to be made. We gave them the keys to the relationships with our vendors. That's really hard for recruiters. We love our relationships with all the vendors out there, but they have to have those relationships to make really objective decisions. We also made sure the marketing team knew we in talent acquisition were the customer. That was really clear because it can be confusing. Is the hiring manager the customer? Is the candidate the customer? No, talent acquisition is the customer. So we did declare that as well. The second piece I want to hit on for hiring marketers is we're looking at our recruiters more as our talent marketers. It is so critical that you not only have an employer brand, but you as a recruiter sitting at your desk, you have your own brand. You are your own business. So one of the things that we did, we started really looking at our role in recruiting and taking the title off and what's the work that needs to be done. So an example of how we're kind of pivoting on the profiles we're hiring for recruiting and hiring more talent market is millennials. They are the most diverse workforce. They are the most tech savvy. They are your company's social media megaphone. And 30% of these kids have started their own businesses while they're in college. 30% have started their own business while they're in college. So I know what you're saying, Jen, they're needy, they're narcissistic, they have short attention spans, this constant feedback. They want to be a leader, they want a job title change in 2 weeks. I get it. And I bet if you think about it, our parents probably said the same things about us when we were in college. So get through that, because right now they're about, the statistics are probably a little different depending on which one you look at, but right now they're 36% of our workforce. By 2020, they're supposed to be 46% of our workforce. So I think it's really important for us as an industry and even the movement to move forward and embrace this demographic, okay? What am I supposed to do with this intern? And I started thinking about everything I would teach her, and what I didn't realize is how much she would teach me. And I really want to share that with you today. So, never had an intern. We really never had an intern even in HR, so let alone talent acquisition. And I started breaking down the role of recruiting. I had been doing it so many years, so to unpack what I do at a very junior level, it wasn't easy. So I started breaking it down, and I really wanted her to focus on one profile and go really deep on that profile. Really understand that one profile. I wanted to teach her how to build lists, internal employee lists, alumni lists, conference lists, etc. And I wanted her to have really good questions to ask this talent. Does this sound familiar? Talent communities? So I was training her how the future of our recruiting team was going to look. Fast forward to today, we have 7 interns coming in this summer, and 3 of our previous interns are full-time recruiters. They are our little talent marketing army. They are our social media megaphones. They're fantastic. They make you learn. They're creative. I really encourage this industry to embrace interns, millennials, and little talent marketers. So the last thing I'm going to hit on today is candidate experience. You can have the best marketing team, you can have great, diverse recruiting teams. If you don't nail the candidate experience, none of that matters. And frankly, I don't think we've nailed it as an industry. We have not nailed it. So I don't know if there's any companies out there that have done this, perfected this. I read a statistic the other day, 60% of candidates never hear back. 60% of candidates never hear back. That is an awful experience. That is an awful experience. So we had to look in the mirror and we had to really dig deep on this one. And I'll share 2 examples today, surveys and service mapping. I'm sure we've all done surveys. We all are doing surveys, and we're doing them too. We were doing them after people got hired. Of course they're gonna say decent things about the interview experience. They got the job. So we quickly realized, okay, we have to survey every candidate that comes through our doors. And we gotta survey them the minute they leave Intuit. Wow. It was painful. It was frankly painful. And we're still doing it right now. We're still in this process. As leaders, the leadership team and talent, we look at the feedback every month. We read the comments. We're steeped in this. We're feeling the emotion that these candidates are giving us. And we really want to fix it. Well, how do you fix it? What we did is the second part we did is a service map. We mapped out, literally on this huge piece of paper, we mapped out every time we touch a candidate. Every phone call, every email, every automated message, every in-person experience, pictures, etc. And we are looking all the way across from the minute we touch them to the minute we send an offer. That wasn't enough. We're following them home to watch them apply for jobs. Where do most candidates go to apply for jobs? What are they feeling at that moment? What's that experience for them? So we're pulling all of that data together, and we're going after the biggest detractors. There's detractors in there, and we're gonna pump up the attractors, but there's some big detractors in there, and we wanna tackle those. So we're still on our journey for the candidate experience. To me, candidate experience is the biggest differentiator in talent attraction today. And I think that's why it's really important that we're talking about it here. And I'm really excited about the movement. So thank you.